Faster.
Oh, okay.
I think. Always faster. He had the whole stuff.
14 after. 14 after? That's what it just that's 3 tunes in 10 minutes. That's
What is a blue gold? What is a blue gold?
we didn't know until around, like, what was it, Blueberry 4 or 5 years ago. For speech test. And, probably a mascot. What does it look like to you?
It's kind of like an eagle now.
What's that?
It kind of looks like an eagle.
It's a bird?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
They could have gotten it on the same book that said that Chandler was a goat. Time for two.
19 after.
19 after. How about we do all second innings?
Okay. Washington Post.
All second endings.
All second endings.
For Washington. Okay. All second.
So no repeats. No repeats.
No repeats. Let's see if that's going to work.
They will make it work.
Yeah, so if it says just second time, just go ahead and play.
Oh, sure.
Let's give it a minute. I see somebody else on my just saw Tyler or something. There's a one. Just as last. somebody's attention to tell them that it's our last. It's our last song.
Okay.
Because I hate to be done, and then I hate for them to have to wait another 2 or 3 minutes after we're done. Because that'll be awkward for them walking on the stage. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. It's a pleasure to greet you here in Zorn, as well as those of you viewing remotely. I'm Evan Wire, Professor of Biology and Chair of the University Senate, and I have the honor to welcome you and thank you for attending this important day in the lives of our graduates. This afternoon, we're going to celebrate about 400 graduates. An overview of the academic attire worn by those participating in today's ceremony can be found in the commencement program on page 17. There was also an explanation of the gold and silver cords worn by honors graduates. Closed captioning is available on the UW Eau Claire Facebook and YouTube accounts. The prelude for this afternoon's ceremony was provided by the Eau Claire Faculty Brass Quintet. Thank you very much. Event services student staff are serving as ushers and student marshals with assistance from commencement staff. Please remain seated for the processional, which will begin in just a moment. After the graduates have entered, I will return to the stage here and ask you to stand, if you're able, for the arrival of the platform party and the singing of the national anthem. Following a brief video message for some of today's graduates, the processional will begin. Thanks for your attention and enjoy the show, everybody.
Definitely my parents, my mom and my dad both. And like they've just always been inspiring for me in a lot of different ways. And it's really funny because my mom's a nurse, a psych nurse, and my dad's a counselor. So with me going into that specialty, it was kind of ironic. But But yeah, Mom, Dad, I love you guys so much.
I would like to say thank you to my parents, Jody and Chris, my grandparents, Linda and Henry, all my undergrad friends and my cohort for their just consistent support and being there through the tears and all my successes throughout my educational experience.
I would like to thank all of my siblings and my parents. They picked me up a lot. When I was down, I thought I wouldn't be able to make it through. They always knew when I needed something and I always got it. And they were always my biggest support system. They are literally the reason why I'm walking across the stage.
I think I'd most especially like to thank Dr. Rebecca Jarzinski. She's like my UWEC mom, and she's really helped me to become the person I know I can be, and she pushes me to step outside of my comfort zone. Of course, I'd also love to thank my grandparents and my mom for fostering my love of learning and encouraging me to follow my dreams.
I really want to thank my parents. They were really supportive and were really able to help set me up for success, as well as a professor over in the College of Business, Dr. Lang Zhudong, really helped open me to a lot of different experiences and opportunities within the world of business.
One that I want to give a special shout out to is Janice Anderson, who's an athletic trainer here at Eau Claire. I was on the wrestling team for a couple years and unfortunately had quite a few injuries during my time, so got to see her a lot. My sophomore year, I unfortunately tore a couple ligaments and a tendon in my knee, and so that was quite a grueling recovery process. Those first 6 months were really intense, but she was with me every step of the way.
I would like to acknowledge Dr. Jean Pratt. There's just so many people I can acknowledge, but especially her, mainly because she was there when I was at a low point in my academic career, and then there was little structure. And so she was tough on me. She was like that other mom, if you will. So I just want to thank her for just being there and guiding me along the way and being where I am today.
I'm going to shout out two people that really have got me through college. Is my mom and grandma. They both have really inspired me to make myself a future for myself, and they've showed me like what hard work and dedication looks like, and they've inspired me to just make the best better in some sense. And just being supported by them and inspired by them has motivated me to seek out my degree.
So I'd love to thank my parents for all of the encouragement and support and love that they've drained into me my entire life. And then I'd also like to thank my sister Ryan, because she's given me the best tough love throughout my entire life as well. And then I'd also like to thank my boyfriend Ben.
So I think obviously my family, first of all, they were very supportive with me getting to this point. I think three professors who deserve a shout out are Dr. McGinley, Dr. Watkins, and Dr. Dunbar in the music education program. They helped me tremendously along this path and finding music education. And then obviously all my friends who are graduating with me today.
My mom, who was of course there during my entire journey, she really helped me with all the big decisions, changing majors, picking a major, everything. She was always there for me, and getting towards the later part of my college experience, my fiance has been the one who's been there for me and helped me out a lot as well. So just a big thank you to both of you guys.
My parents, Jerry and Carol, were both my biggest supporters going through college. And they truly believed in me and said I can do whatever I put my mind to. And so taking those words to heart, I completed 2 majors and certificate, and so I give all the thanks to them.
Please rise.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Patricia Klein, and I'm a Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs here at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. I am proud to represent the more than 1,300 faculty and staff of this great university. And I welcome the thousands of guests here in Zorn Arena, as well as those in our remote location and those viewing us online. It is my privilege to open this commencement ceremony by congratulating you, the December graduating class of 2023. As is custom at all of our formal events, I want to acknowledge the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire occupies the sacred and ancestral lands of Indigenous peoples. We extend our respect and recognition to the earlier and present citizens of the land of Menominee, Ho-Chunk, Potawatomi, Ojibwa, and Dakota Nation, on which our campuses sit. I now want to thank our student singer, Emmeline Liskey of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Emmeline, stand up while I introduce you, okay? She will earn her Bachelor of Music Education degree in choral music today and plans to teach middle or high school music in Wisconsin or Minnesota following graduation. Congratulations, Emmeline. Let's give her another round of applause. Joining me on stage this afternoon are the recipients of our Alumni Association Awards, who will be introduced later. I am also joined by the academic, administrative, and shared governance leaders of our university, whom I will introduce to you now. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Graduates and guests, please hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. Dr. James Schmidt, Chancellor. Grace Cricket, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. Dr. Mary Hoffman, Interim Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Louisa Rice, Interim Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Brewer Duran, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Cameron Manning, Dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences. Dr. Kristen Abbott Anderson, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Dr. Alex Sternfield Dunn, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Jean Pratt, Associate Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Evan Wire, Chair of the University Senate. Let's give him a round of applause. UW-Eau Claire has consistently earned or been recognized nationally for our excellent academic and student support services we have. Of the many awards at the national level, we are particularly proud to be recognized in our support for veterans. We know that our veterans have made tremendous sacrifices through their service, which are shared by their spouses, their partners, and their friends. I would like to invite our graduating seniors, veterans, and their families who are here with us today, and any other veterans and their families in the audience to please stand so we can recognize your sacrifice and service. I would now like to introduce the person our students know as Chancellor Jim, to add his congratulations to the class of 2023.
Have a good day. You're going to stay here again while I do this. So before I begin my formal remarks, I want to give a shout out and an expression of gratitude to our provost, Dr. Patricia Klein, who you've met, many of you have gotten to know. She has been provost at this institution for 15 years, and earlier this year she announced her retirement. And so I know this is probably tough and unfair for me. She didn't know I was going to do it this morning. This would be her last commencement at UW-Eau Claire as our Mistress of Ceremonies And I just want you to know that she has been a phenomenal innovator, truly my right hand at this university, and has been responsible for so many good things and a lot of good laughs. So thank you, my dear friend, Pat.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support of recognition. So Blue Golds, what's going on out there? Few of you got a few finals left, don't worry. I'm a proud dad of 3 sons, and my middle son is graduating tomorrow, and he too has finals coming up next week, so I know you'll get through this. I just want to start by saying how proud I am of all of your hard work and doing everything you've done to make it here today. I know so many of you personally, I know you squeezed every ounce of this experience in your 4 years at UW-Eau Claire, and I am so proud. So commencement is clearly my favorite day of the year, and I'm always overcome by 2 feelings, and I'm hoping as graduates that you've been feeling them too. The first is gratitude, and the second is joy. Gratitude because making it to commencement is such a privilege. So many hands and hearts have guided your time at this university and changed your life in the process. And with gratitude blooms joy. Joy for all of the friends you've made here and the laughter that you have shared together. So many unforgettable memories from late night study sessions, intramural sports, to study abroad trips, to exciting competitions that bring smiles to your faces and will do so for many years to come. For many of you, I know gratitude was already on your minds as commencement approached. One group that I know is particularly grateful for their experience at UW-Eau Claire are those students who were the first in their families to ever go and graduate from college. We call them first-generation college students. Today, you may see them wearing these teal honor cords. These were pioneers for their family. They're inspirations for younger siblings, for cousins, maybe a mom or a dad who's always wondered about going back and getting their degree as well. I call them our trailblazers who've had to overcome so many things because, they maybe don't know they don't have someone to lean on. So I want to take a moment and ask all of you who are first-generation college students, the first in your family to go and complete college, to please stand and receive the congratulations from everyone in Zorn Arena. Please stand up. Thank you for being such an inspiration for many of us. Another graduate, Ashley Giese of Brillion, Wisconsin, graduates today with her bachelor's degree in elementary and special education. She says she is grateful for the opportunity to study a career that she's passionate about, while also participating in the Blue Gold Marching Band and Color Guard. The supportive BMB family added so many amazing memories to her undergraduate experience, including those when she went on the band trip to South America in January of 2023. Congratulations, Ashley. Graduates, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. You have contributed the positive energy to this special place in ways that will echo across time. Thank you for being there and for being exactly who you are. Together, we've learned countless lessons, and while some of the memories will fade, I hope you will remain grateful to those teachers and mentors and peers who've supported you on this journey. And I hope you remember all of the times you showed up for your fellow Blue Golds in ways big and small that helped them to make it to their own commencement days. It seems like only yesterday when you were sitting out here in this arena, the week before the first classes as freshmen, it was probably 95, 100 degrees in here. Since then, even as you have faced challenges, I've seen your blue gold spirit to persevere. Collaborating with your instructors and classmates, the joy unleashed by your learning and discovery has been simply extraordinary. Hannah Hoffman of Starbuck, Minnesota, graduates today with her marketing degree. She grew up routinely traveling 2 hours from home to watch Twins, Vikings, Timberwolves, and Lynx play in the Twin Cities. In just a moment for you Packer fans, I just need to set this straight. It's really hard being a Viking fan, so give Hannah a little break here. So it wasn't a surprise, being the sports fan that she is, that she found a game day internship with the St. Paul Saints, the minor league baseball team, while she was at UW-Eau Claire. Hannah loves creativity of marketing and the importance of having a strong company culture for professional sports organizations. She'll be completing her marketing internship with the Minnesota Timberwolves after graduation, before looking for additional internships or full-time work in professional sports marketing. Congratulations, Hannah. Blue Golds, I've cherished meeting many of you over these past 4 years, whether it was in the stands at a Blue Gold sporting event or at a poster session explaining your research. Your good-natured optimism and fierce intellect have been inspiring. The work so many of you have shared this spring when we hosted the National Conference on Undergraduate Research was truly incredible, and I have never been prouder to be your chancellor. I'm not the only one who's noticed your quality of work. This past year, U.S. News & World Report elevated UW-Eau Claire to its exclusive undergraduate research creative projects ranking, where we joined massive research universities like Harvard, Stanford, Yale, and MIT. There were only 54 universities recognized out of the more than 3,200 nationwide. Only 54 were on that list. And only 12 of those schools were public schools. And of those, are you following the math? Of those, 11 were state flagship universities, which left one additional. UW-Eau Claire was the only school of our type or size recognized nationally for excellent work you've all taken in your undergraduate research. So it's no surprise U.S. News & World Report also found us to be the top-rated public university in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And we ranked in the top 4 in the Midwest among 12 other states for quality. And we've been on that ranking for the last 29 years. The audacious work you've done here in classes and on teams and through internships have enormously benefited our region. Now, the Blue Gold degree signifies you are ready to keep serving the public good for a lifetime. Kayla Whitehead of Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin graduates today with her bachelor's degree in Communication Sciences and Disorders. And in addition to her coursework, Kayla was also president of the Figure Skating Club and the university's chapter of a very sticky page I can't seem to turn. Chapter of the National Student Speech Learning Hearing Association. She also served as a large group coordinator for the CSD ambassadors and was an instructional intern. Plus, she completed undergraduate research, participated in the honors program, and studied abroad in England. What was most impressive of all that, because many of her, like many, she brought several college credits with her from high school. And so Kayla managed to do all of this in just 2.5 years. Talk about packing in 10 years of high-quality experiences in a very short time. Kayla, we are all impressed and blown away. Congratulations and best wishes. Graduates, what you've learned here has no expiration date. You've learned how to evaluate new information and ideas you'll encounter in the world. You've built a framework for making sense of complex problems. Your choice to grapple with the body of human knowledge to experience how multiple disciplines analyze reality was a laudable and challenging course, and you have succeeded, as have more than 100,000 Blue Gold alum across the world. And speaking of our alumni, data from our most recent graduating class shows 98.2% of our graduates were employed or continuing higher education within 6 months of commencement. 98.2% placement rate. That ain't bad, folks. What's more impressive to me is that those who went directly into a job, 97% of those students reported that their job was related to their career goals. So when you hear the urban legend about graduates flipping burgers at a fast food joint, it just ain't so about this place. Graduates, you continue to impress me, and I know you'll do great things. And parents, you should feel very confident that your Blue Gold degree that your son or daughter has gotten has set that person up for success. So congratulations to all of you. Choosing to challenge yourself is at the heart of excellence, and excellence is at the center of the university's official seal. We are here today in our robes and regalia to celebrate the completion of an academic tradition that's been refined over a millennia. Nearly 2,300 years ago, Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, said this: "Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny." Graduates, your choice to invest in yourselves at UW-Eau Claire will resonate through all of the decisions that now lie before you. Your path forward is not certain, but you are ready to meet the challenges head on. Your intention, effort, and intelligence will help you make the next wise choice. We're all rooting for you, and we will always be grateful for the joy you have shared with us. And as I see you prepare to leave this beautiful campus, I have no doubt that you are going to change the world. Congratulations, and go Blue Golds.
Last evening, UW-Eau Claire honored 6 distinguished alumni and friends who've demonstrated through their careers and their lives the power of a Blue Gold degree. I invite you to read more about these honorees and what they've accomplished, beginning on page 19 in your program. Award recipients who are joining us on stage, please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Graduates and guests, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. The Lifetime Excellence Award is presented to alumni who have demonstrated an enduring and successful commitment in their careers and in their communities, living their lives as a testament to UW-Eau Claire's motto, excellence. Today we honor Mark Vanderwerf, a 1974 graduate with a bachelor's degree in marketing. Mark founded AMD Global Telemedicine, one of the first companies focused on using innovative technologies to help deliver health care to underserved people. AMD has served populations in more than 120 countries and remains a world leader in that sector. After AMD, Mark led the manufacturing of non-invasive patient monitoring devices and telehealth for Non-Medical Incorporated in Plymouth, Minnesota, and then became CEO of telemedicine for Banner Health in Phoenix, Arizona. Mark also led a COVID-19 pandemic response planning effort for the federal government to utilize telemedicine and digital health services to solve critical challenges that we're facing across our country. He remains fully engaged in the transformation of healthcare and is lead author on a recently published article entitled, "What Technology Will Most Impact Healthcare in the Next 3 to 5 Years?" The Alumni Distinguished Achievement Award recognizes distinguished service to the community, our state, or the nation. Today we recognize Hugh Jones, who graduated from UW-Eau Claire in 1978 with a bachelor's degree in business management. While at the university, Hugh was a participant and leader in several activities that taught him the value of working collaboratively, including playing with the jazz band and managing the national championship swim team. Hugh had a successful career in banking. It included co-founding, growing, and selling a new community bank. Ultimately, he retired as district president for M&I Bank, you know it now as BMO Harris, and held leadership roles with many community organizations, including the YMCA, the American Cancer Society, and United Way. He views his UW-Eau Claire degree as a license to learn and ultimately as a ticket to the next stage of his life. Let's have a round of applause for our alumni winners. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Pamela Matson, who will deliver today's charge to the class. Dr. Matson earned a bachelor's degree in biology and English literature, magna cum laude, from UW-Eau Claire in 1975. She went on to receive a master's degree in environmental science and policy from Indiana University and her doctorate in forest ecology from Oregon State University. A native of Hudson, Wisconsin, she spent 10 years as a research scientist at the NASA Ames Research Center, studying the role of land use changes that were happening by analyzing greenhouse gas emissions in the Amazon rainforest and other tropical forests. Dr. Matson is widely recognized as one of the world's leading scholars on sustainability and a true pioneer in the field of environmental sciences. She has served as a senior fellow at Stanford University's Woods Institute for the Environment and previously was on the faculty at the University of California, Berkeley. In 1995, she was awarded the prestigious MacArthur Fellowship, and for those of you that might not be familiar, in our parlance we call that a Genius Grant. It is extremely prestigious, and was later elected to the U.S. National Academy of Sciences and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Matson is Dean Emerita of Stanford University's School of Earth, Energy, and Environmental Sciences, and a Professor Emerita of the Dorr School of Sustainability. For her invaluable contributions in fields in environmental and sustainability sciences and her continual research innovation, we were very proud this morning to recognize Dr. Pamela Matson with an honorary UW-Eau Claire doctorate. You'll notice that the robe that she is wearing, or the collar like mine, you will notice that she is proudly wearing blue and gold for her alma mater. Dr. Matson and Chancellor Schmidt, would you please join me at the podium? And it looks great. It does. It really looks great. Thank you. On behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, please receive this university medallion as a token of our appreciation for being here today and for delivering the class charge.
Oh, thank you. You know, I am so pleased and honored to be here with you today, you class of 2023. I was a dean for many years at Stanford University, and I got to participate in a whole lot of commencement ceremonies. But coming back to my alma mater and joining you in your commencement celebrations is just incredibly special. So thank you. Thank you. I attended UW-Eau Claire many years ago, but I think like many of you, I absolutely loved it. I loved the friends I made. I have still some of them. I loved my classes and my professors and my majors. I loved the river. I loved Water Street. I loved it all. You know, it was really, really fun. But those years were the beginning of a lifetime of learning. And what I want to do is share with you some of the most important things I learned. First, though, a little bit of background. I was a first gen, first in my family to complete college. And while my parents were wonderfully supportive and enthusiastic about me being here, they couldn't help me financially a whole lot at that time. So I got some scholarships and some loans, and I worked. And one of my first work-study jobs was in the greenhouse on the top of Phillips. And I'll tell you, that's a fantastic place to work in the winter in Wisconsin. But because of that experience, it opened up other doors. I was able to work as a grower at a large plant nursery outside of town. And eventually I grew orchids in a private orchid house. And I did a bunch of other things too. After I graduated, I intended to use my biology degree to be a natural resources expert. But in those days, there weren't a lot of those jobs around. Today there are, but not then. So I used some other things that I learned in my undergraduate degree. I managed a music store, and I taught reading in an elementary school, and a couple of other things until I realized that, yes, I really do want to be that natural resources expert. So I added some more education, got a master's in the midst of working as I went, and then in the midst of that, fell in love with research, with scientific research. And I've worked in research institutions ever since, and including universities. But in all of those, I continued to change. I repotted myself, did different things, evolved, and I think we all do evolve as we move through our lives. I think I've loved every job I've had, almost, and I've certainly learned from every single job. So I want to share 4 things that I learned that have mattered to me and maybe will matter to you. First, although I've been saying I here, you know, it's really we. It's incredibly hard to accomplish anything worthwhile working all alone. Collaboration, partnership is where it's at. It makes it possible for us to succeed. And that takes respect for different kinds of people with different types of knowledge and different backgrounds and different ways of doing things. And that respect is essential, and it's a whole lot of fun to be in those collaborations. The second thing I learned was the importance of having an open mind, an open mindset, being open to trying new things and learning from what doesn't work as well as what does. So it's okay if you don't know exactly what you're going to do next at any point in your life. It's okay to try different things, to take some leaps of faith, to take chances, and even to learn from failing. I think it's a great way to figure out what you actually really love, and it also makes for a really interesting life. The third thing is to work hard, very hard, but at the same time, be kind to yourself. Give yourself the time to love, to have friends, to raise a family if you want to do that, to enjoy music or art or hiking or skiing or travel or whatever. Work hard, but give yourself a break from hard work. Live a balanced life. The fourth thing is to be optimistic, or at least hopeful. Now, I'm a sustainability scientist, and I'm with others trying to figure out how to meet the needs of people everywhere now and in future generations, while at the same time protecting our planet's life support systems, our environment and our resources. As you can imagine, in my area, things sometimes seem very depressing. And sometimes it seems like we take 2 steps forward and then 1 back, or maybe 2 back, or maybe 3 steps back. It's hard to be it's easy to be frustrated, and it's hard to stick to it. But I believe if we become pessimistic in this very, very complex world in which we live, we take the chance of becoming part of the problem rather than part of the solution. So keep up the faith, keep hopeful, keep optimistic, and keep working for the good of yourselves and your community, but also for the good of everyone on the planet. So there's a lot more I could say, but as I said, I've been in lots of commencements, and I know the value of cutting it short. So I'm going to end here. I want to thank you very much for listening. I want to give you my best wishes and congratulations to you all. Have fun, work hard, and really enjoy your next steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mattson, for your commencement address, and it's really great to have you back on campus. I'm Brewer Duran, Dean of the College of Business. Congratulations, Blue Gold Business. We are so proud of all of you. You've weathered your classes and a pandemic. You've mastered SPDP and the Sim Super Bowl. You've shown us how well you can pivot and how resilient you are. We are proud of all of you. And we all think you're great, but you've also shown how great you are to the rest of the world. So I just want to share a couple of accomplishments from the past few months. Wow, how you shine at competitions. At the Great Northwood Sales Warm-Up, you excelled with the best finish in years. And then, you accountants won the Deloitte Audit Competition. Many of you attended the Second Business of Sports Symposium and heard the stories of our alums in the front offices of Big Time Sports, and many of you are joining them there. Not to be forgotten, the UW Consortium MBA is ranked number 9 out of 366 programs in the nation in U.S. News & World Report's best online MBA programs. Most of you started here in 2019 or 2020. Little did any of us know the havoc that would ensue as the pandemic raged. You studied remotely, you learned in hybrid and high-flex methods, you dealt with masks, testing, and social distancing when we were back on campus. You had to relearn how to learn back in person and deal with rapidly changing business practices with our industry partners. And while life slowly got back to normal, the world changed. Despite all the difficulties you've faced during your time at UWEC, you've survived them all and thrived. You're resilient, you're strong, and you are worthy. You're ready to take on the world. And as your dean, I'm extraordinarily proud of each and every one of you. I wish you success in all your future endeavors and invite you back at any time to tell us all about them. Go Blue Gold's business. Now I invite my colleague, Dr. Carmen Manning, to come forward to address her college's graduates.
Thank you, Brewer. Just a moment to recognize that this is the last commencement for Dr. Brewer Duran, the Dean of the College of Business, who will be retiring in March. So congratulations, Brewer. Good afternoon. I'm Carmen Manning, Dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences. In our college, we share a mission of developing and enhancing human potential through liberal education and professional studies. Our graduates ably serve society as teachers, social workers, speech-language pathologists, athletic trainers, exercise and rehab scientists, and other healthcare professionals. I would like to congratulate each of you on your graduation. As your dean, I have watched these past 4 years as you have learned in classrooms and labs and in the field. You now stand ready to take on new professional responsibilities. Some of you will return to classrooms next week to complete your student teaching. Soon, others will begin graduate school or jobs in hospitals, healthcare settings, social service agencies, and schools. You will be on the front line, helping people and society emerge from the difficulties of the past several years and to build for our future. Your UW-Eau Claire education has prepared you well for that future. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Sciences, I wish you a hearty congratulations on your graduation. We are proud of your work and your accomplishments. And to the families and loved ones and caregivers of our graduates, congratulations to you as well. None of us would be where we are without the support of our family and friends. So graduates, as you embark on this next phase of your life, go forward with integrity, filled with a spirit of collaboration to work toward building a more just society. Congratulations. Now, graduates, the moment you have all been waiting for. Chancellor Schmidt and Provost Klein, will you please come to the podium?
Will all candidates for master's degrees please stand if you are able to? Chancellor Schmidt, each of the candidates before you has successfully completed the requirements for the Master of Business Administration or Master of Science degree. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you for conferral of their degrees.
Graduates, under the authority of the Board of Regents, the University of Wisconsin system, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Candidates, you may be seated. I now invite Dr. Mary Hoffman, Interim Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies, to come forward and present our master's degree students.
Greetings. I am so pleased to join faculty and staff, family, and friends to applaud our master's graduates today. Graduate education at UW-Eau Claire helps students attain deeper levels of knowledge, hone their skills for critical analysis of information, and apply their skills to make a difference in their lives, their professions, and their communities. The students we celebrate across 2 ceremonies today have completed advanced coursework and conducted scholarly and applied research in their fields. Many also completed advanced clinical experiences in education or healthcare settings. We are proud of the hard work and dedication shown by each of them. Our graduates are already making a difference in the world. They improve lives as nurse practitioners, school psychologists, and speech-language pathologists. They build the economy as leaders in business, and they help us make sense of our world as data analysts, writers, scholars, and historians. Their future is bright, and our future is brighter because of the graduating class of December 2023. Congratulations, Blue Golds. Master's candidates, please come forward now as directed by the marshals. Graduates will be hooded by Dean Duran and Associate Dean Pratt and assisted by members of the platform party.
Christina De Guzman. Frank Harding Degner. Paul Henry Flanagan. Laura Mueller. Ramakrishnan Sivingyaman.
The Master of Business Administration degree is delivered online, making it available to people around the world. While several graduates were able to attend today, I'm pleased to announce the names of those not able to join us, who we hope are watching us online. Tyler Clarence Adams, Antigo. Bradley Bell, Plainfield, Illinois. Carson Charles Borchet, Cincinnati, Ohio. Megan Marie Cahill, Rochester Hills, Michigan. Raymond Chahoud, Greenville, South Carolina. Victor Chan, Dunlop, Illinois. John Charles Darnell, Haverford, Pennsylvania. Megan Elizabeth Drake, Portland, Oregon. Jessica Marie Drangid, Bloomington, Minnesota. Patrick Ennis, Savannah, Georgia. Cameron Clay Fellers, Simpsonville, South Carolina. Omar Francis, Shelby Township, Michigan. John Michael Franktaskas, Wausau. Gary Nicholas Galbraith, New York. Jeremy Garlick, Keonho, Hawaii. Tanner Arnold Gossick, Centennial, Colorado. Travis John Graw, Princeton, Illinois. Katie Elizabeth Geyer, Park City, Utah. Krista Hoagland, Marshfield. Michael John Houston, Vineyard, Utah. Jia Huang, Weston, Florida. Martin Ignofsky, Temecula, California. Catherine Margaret John, Mukwonago. Harley Jane Judas, Colfax. Chang Shu Lau, Los Angeles, California. Francis Ann Lewis, Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Lavanya Laganara Rananyan, Matthews, North Carolina. Andre Stefano Laquircio, Grand Chute. Shaquille Martin Mansur, Reno, Nevada. Brett Allen Marshall, Weston. Christopher Lawrence Lloyd Matt, Holman. Danielle Mitchell, Stoughton. Christopher David Odisho, Modesto, California. Jason Samuel Pollock, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Ying Qian, Jackson Heights, New York. Kwang Chiu, Katy, Texas. Christopher Schaefer, Menominee Falls. William Norbert Schussler, Sheboygan. Carrie Schwartz, New Berlin. Magyuko Shinoda, Santa Barbara, California. Brianna Elaine Wagner, Fond du Lac. Jonathan Allen Zlabik, Onalaska. The Master of Science degree in Communication Sciences Disorders is also delivered online. I am pleased to announce the names of those graduates as well. Hannah Elizabeth Anderson, Oak Creek. Alyssa Lorraine Breen, Bakersfield, California. Heather Kipp, Costa Mesa, California. Gabriela Zepeda, Tracy, California. That concludes our master's graduates today. Congratulations.
When you heard all those states and even out of the country, when those names were read, you understand why our MBA program and our CSD program are in the top 10 across the country. It's a phenomenal program. Let's give them another round of applause because we've got to make sure they heard us online. Now, will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees please stand if you are able?
That's all you guys.
Let's go. Chancellor Schmidt, each of the candidates before you has successfully completed the requirements for one of the following degrees: Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Social Work. Chancellor Schmidt, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, it's my pleasure to present these candidates to you for conferral of their degree.
Graduates, under the authority of the Board of Regents, the University of Wisconsin system, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Now, symbolic of the degree conferral, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 2023!
Graduates, please be seated.
Graduates from the College of Business, please come forward when directed by the marshals.
Colin James Ahern.
Jackson Anderson.
Hayden James Berger.
Aiden Bernstein.
Nathan Paul Blair.
Christopher Douglas Blem, cum laude.
Cameron James Bracey, cum laude.
Connor Scott Bracey.
Nathan Allen Briggs, summa cum laude.
Carter Logan Brunke.
Jacob Thomas Carlson.
Kayla Shi Hui Chen, cum laude.
Noah Martin Saipar, magna cum laude.
Julia May Cron, cum laude.
Molly Elizabeth Curtis.
Trenton Daynert, cum laude.
Danica Marie Darula.
Logan Jeffrey Desjardins.
Jordan Ellen Drilling, cum laude.
Reese Durant, cum laude.
Leo N. Ehrenberg, summa cum laude.
Irene Sarah Eigner, summa cum laude.
Andrew Jeffrey Fisher, cum laude.
Joseph Charles France, magna cum laude.
Alexander Mitchell Fredrickson.
Levon Benjamin DeVoe Fryer.
Eric James Durove.
Sydney Rose Grosskopf, cum laude.
Alexander Vincent Gruber, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Elizabeth Gelzo.
Jordan Rose Hagman, summa cum laude.
Maxwell Bjorton Hansen.
Julia Madeline Hayden, summa cum laude, departmental honors in accounting.
JC Taylor Heimer, magna cum laude.
Elena Riley Hendren, cum laude.
Ryan Patrick Hilger.
Hannah K. Hoffman, magna cum laude.
Tori Ann Hohenstein.
Matthew J. Holt.
Seth Eber Holter.
Andrew James Howard.
Paul Henry Hughes IV, cum laude.
Anna Elizabeth Jager, cum laude.
Megan Margaret Yazchek, summa cum laude.
Michael Joseph Johnson.
Adam Jorgensen.
Cole Douglas Kaldunsky, magna cum laude.
Kiera Rain Capel.
Martin Owen Keene.
Devin Christopher Kelly, cum laude.
Liam Kenny.
Asa Isaiah Kang.
Dawson D. Klein, magna cum laude.
Avery Jana Lawrence, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
William Robert Leverson.
Jacqueline Danielle Mocht, summa cum laude, Departmental Honors in Accounting.
Sullivan Reed Maringer.
Isaac Bradley Matheson, magna cum laude.
Donald Bryce Miter, summa cum laude.
Cole Charles Mensing.
Taylor Alina Marie Meyer, summa cum laude, Departmental Honors in Accounting, University Honors Program.
Cole Jackson Mitchell.
Sean P. Murphy.
Adam Francis Nash, magna cum laude.
Olivia K. O'Connor, magna cum laude.
Braden Jacob O'Laughlin.
Paul Kalaidi Olotu.
Grace Ann Olson, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Benjamin John Ostertag.
Olivia Rose Pachel.
Claire Catherine Palin, magna cum laude.
Andrew Garrison Perchick, magna cum laude.
William P. Peterson, magna cum laude.
Jacob Powley.
Will Allen Prihoda, magna cum laude.
Brooke A. Quimby, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Reinbold.
Joseph Duffy Rhodes, cum laude.
Brandon Scott Roberts.
Jasmine Alexandria Rosario.
Camilla K. Rose, cum laude.
Garrett Daniel Sagert, magna cum laude.
Lauren Elizabeth Saunes.
Mason Riley Shower, cum laude.
Alexander J. Shepke.
Grace Elizabeth Shire, magna cum laude, Departmental Honors in Accounting, University Honors Program.
Ryan August Schramm, cum laude.
Jordan Bailey Scott, cum laude.
Jenna Alana Secra, cum laude.
Kaylin R. Sonnen.
Ariana A. Sotelo, summa cum laude.
Abigail Amanda Staff, cum laude.
Jessica Barbara Surdick, magna cum laude.
Zachary Thomas Zopa, cum laude.
Gabrielle Rose Tambornino.
Dean Jonathan Trowbridge.
Connor Joseph Vanden Heuvel, summa cum laude.
Courtney Geraldine Vander Gallion.
Dawson James Vase.
Connor Allen Weinzerl.
Tori Jean Wickland, magna cum laude.
Brianna Marie Willier, cum laude.
Tupanawang Zhang.
Jenna K. Zacharias, magna cum laude.
Allison Marie Zanzig.
Dandan Zhao.
Colton Robert Zychek.
Ning Su, magna cum laude, Departmental Honors. This concludes the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Business. Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Dax Burrows of the ROTC program here at UW-Eau Claire. Lieutenant Colonel Burrows will administer the ROTC oath of office to 3 graduates before they receive their diploma. Colonel Burrows, please come forward to the podium. Cadet graduates, please come forward to the stairs now.
The Reserve Officer Training Corps is the largest training and officer producing program in the United States military. Having commissioned more than 500,000 second lieutenants since its inception in 1916, the Army ROTC at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire was established in 2009 as part of the North Woods Battalion. North Woods Battalion has commissioned over 150 second lieutenants and will be adding 3 more today. Prior to commissioning, the officers must swear an oath of office. The oath of office is a statutory requirement that all newly obligated second lieutenants will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. As such, each newly commissioned officer becomes an agent of the executive branch of government appointed by the President of the United States. Cadets, please come forward.
Landon Anthony Albrechtson, cum laude, Transportation Corps, active duty. Ta Lei, Field Artillery, active duty. Samantha Sherling, magna cum laude, Finance Corps, Minnesota Army National Guard.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Tole,
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States,
having been appointed to the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in a grade second lieutenant,
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
both foreign and domestic,
both foreign and domestic,
and to bear true faith and allegiance
to bear true faith and allegiance
to the same,
that
I take this obligation freely,
I take this obligation freely,
without mental reservation
or
purpose of evasion,
and
that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
The office I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, lieutenants, you made it.
Graduates from the College of Education and Human Sciences, please come forward as directed by the marshals to receive your diplomas.
Casey William Hiltz, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Goshen, summa cum laude, University Honors Program. Emmeline Sophia Liskey, summa cum laude.
Thomas Patrick Kroyman, summa cum laude.
Selena Faye Lewandowski, magna cum laude. Chloe K. Adamson, summa cum laude.
Danae Jesse Anderson, summa cum laude.
Josie Lee Anderson, cum laude.
Lauren Marie Augs, summa cum laude.
Michaela Brianne Aylesworth, summa cum laude.
Rachel Baker, cum laude.
Trinity Noel Berry, magna cum laude.
Anderson Ray Becker.
Ashley Renee Bennett.
Isabel Rosa Berg, cum laude.
Sydney Marie Berg, magna cum laude.
Addison K. Bird, summa cum laude.
Amelia Gail Birschbach, cum laude.
Cole Gordon Bishel, magna cum laude.
Kylie S. Bloom, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Adelia Elizabeth Boehm, magna cum laude.
Natalie Darlene Bolson, magna cum laude.
Parker Brady Bohm, magna cum laude.
Emma Joan Brecka, summa cum laude.
Gavin Robert Burke.
Elizabeth Claire Burkhart, magna cum laude.
Wyatt Asher Cameron, cum laude.
Nicholas James Campbell, magna cum laude.
Haley Louise Carlson, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Madison Josephine Carter, magna cum laude.
Callista Brianna Chesmer, magna cum laude.
Luca Edison Chiletti, cum laude.
Isabel Marie Clark, cum laude.
Carly Joy Conway, magna cum laude.
Chloe Jane Cordell, magna cum laude.
Aria M. Crawford, cum laude.
Kylie Elizabeth Dahlberg, magna cum laude.
Kayla Marie Danielle, summa cum laude.
Olivia Ann Danielson, magna cum laude, University Honors Program.
Sheridan Diane Detman, magna cum laude.
Alexis Taylor Doctor, summa cum laude.
Courtney Alice Erickson.
Hannah Rose Fetting, magna cum laude.
Annie Kayla Fox, summa cum laude.
Olivia Grace Ganser, summa cum laude.
Talia Giarusso, cum laude.
Ashley Marie Giese, cum laude.
Jack Elton Giese, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Nicole Goki, cum laude.
Emily Lou Grottle, summa cum laude.
Riley Louise Green, magna cum laude.
Brooke Catherine Hafke, magna cum laude.
Isabel May Hall, magna cum laude.
Rachel Claire Homily, magna cum laude.
Ashley Jane Hansen, summa cum laude.
Teresa K. Hemingway.
Jaden Marie Hodgson, cum laude.
Brianna Lynn Holcomb.
Benjamin Alex Howlett, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Ray Ingram.
Kane Gabriel Jacobson, cum laude.
Allison Irene Johnson, summa cum laude.
Ella Julia Kemper, magna cum laude.
Grace Elizabeth Clapprich, magna cum laude.
Jolisa Klein, magna cum laude.
Elena Jeanette Clemmy, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Lucille Nickram, magna cum laude.
Alexis Jean Colway.
Cole Morgan Kolinsky, cum laude.
Ian Edward Cruz.
Emily May Landwehr, magna cum laude.
Krista Ruth Larson, magna cum laude.
Colby Joy Laturi, magna cum laude.
Sarah Renee Lavin, magna cum laude.
Kaylin Morgan Letcher, summa cum laude.
Kiana Jane Lesage, summa cum laude.
Blake John Logering, magna cum laude.
Fidencio Lopez Rosales, magna cum laude.
Emily K. Lubke, summa cum laude.
Amy Elizabeth Madlin, magna cum laude.
Isabella Sophia Margosian, cum laude.
Catherine Elizabeth Martell, summa cum laude.
Emilia Rose Matke, summa cum laude.
Kyle Robert May, cum laude.
Ian Angus McIntyre.
Harrigan Claire Merricks, summa cum laude.
Jackson Henry Meyer, cum laude.
Caitlin Danielle Miller, cum laude.
Benjamin Kenneth Minnick.
McLean Robert Morrison, cum laude.
Julieta Carolina Murillo.
Rachel Ann Murphy, magna cum laude.
Patrick Michael Murray, cum laude.
Charlotte O. Nelson, magna cum laude.
Paul Maxwell Nicolati, summa cum laude.
Marissa Renee Niehoff, cum laude.
Charles Quinn Neiman, summa cum laude.
Maya Marie Olson, magna cum laude.
Whitney Onyancha, cum laude.
Ashley Elizabeth Paffel, magna cum laude.
Megan Rebecca Panzer, summa cum laude.
Gabrielle Francis Ponsloff.
Cora Ray Pichet, magna cum laude.
Anna Grace Peterson, summa cum laude.
Colin Michael Petrie.
Cassandra May Pierre, cum laude.
Joseph Peter Plink, magna cum laude.
Isabel Christina Porgozelski, magna cum laude.
Madison Lee Poteet, cum laude.
Gabrielle Elise Prophet, summa cum laude.
Quentin William Record, cum laude.
Benjamin Adam Reddington.
Maya Elise Reisner, cum laude.
Nora Edith Reschke, magna cum laude.
Gabriella Hope Reister, cum laude.
Ashley Joy Reister, summa cum laude.
Catherine Lucille Rosenberger, cum laude.
Abby Marie Ruplinger, summa cum laude.
Emily Marie Gertz Satoff, summa cum laude.
Ruba Walker, cum laude.
Paige Marie Schaefer, magna cum laude.
Clara Ann Schmidt, magna cum laude.
Michael William Schmitz, magna cum laude.
Samuel John Schubring, magna cum laude.
Sean Bradley Sellner.
Lexi Ray Sexton, cum laude.
Caroline Patricia Smith, magna cum laude.
Jason Scott Spencer Lima.
Megan Ann Stanek.
Tirza Elizabeth Snell, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Samantha K. Stark, magna cum laude.
Aaron George Stengel, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Charlotte Stetzer, summa cum laude.
Matthew Timothy Stewart, cum laude.
Grace Elizabeth Steemack, magna cum laude.
Alexander Lee Stoll, cum laude.
Jade Evelyn Stuckey, cum laude.
Hayden Lila Stovey, summa cum laude, Departmental Honors in Communication Sciences and Disorders.
Reese Porter Sweary, summa cum laude.
Brianna M. Tittle, cum laude.
Joseph Walter Tomaszewski, magna cum laude.
Catherine Grace Troke.
Sierra Marie Trost.
Brady Carl Underwood, cum laude.
Cassidy Van Camp, summa cum laude.
Leah Marie Vosters, cum laude.
Emerson May Wallace, magna cum laude.
Shannon Ann Walsh, magna cum laude.
Rachel Lynn Walter, summa cum laude.
Ella Ann Weaver, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Amy Lee Webb, summa cum laude.
Kayla Hope Whitehead, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Madeline Wolf, magna cum laude.
Lainey J. Wood, magna cum laude.
Jake Lloyd Woldridge.
Caitlin Warzala, summa cum laude, University Honors Program.
Jacob Paul Worm, cum laude.
Natalie Lee Zastro, summa cum laude.
Shuang Li.
Zhuwei Zhang, cum laude.
Emily Nicole Zawacki, magna cum laude. This concludes the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Education and Human Sciences. Congratulations.
I don't think that was quite enough applause for those graduates. much better. It's fitting that we now hear reflections delivered by one of our graduates. Megan Goshen graduated today with a Bachelor of Science degree in special education, with certificates in emotional, behavioral disabilities, and equity, diversity, and inclusion. A native of Maple Grove, Minnesota, Megan was actively involved in the university's honors program and was a section leader in the Blue Gold Marching Band. Her speech is entitled, "The Choice is Yours." Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. My name is Megan, or Miss Goshen if you're one of my second grade students at placement this semester. I'm so glad you all made the choice to come and celebrate today. Who's excited to be wrapping up their career here? I share your excitement too. However, graduation doesn't mean we're done learning, and that's not just the teacher and me talking. In the back of our minds, we all know we will have to continue making the choice to stay current in our fields with any new business models or curriculum. We know we will have to choose to show up to meetings that could have just been an email. Not only did I choose to show up as an undergrad at UWEC, but I wanted to encourage others to do the same. A while back, I met a principal from my hometown in Minnesota. He would always greet his students by saying, "Have a good day," or not, "The choice is yours." That stuck out to me and put in perspective the amount of influence I have on others. I would like to reflect on that now with you all. As a tour guide for campus ambassadors, I told prospective students about all the opportunities available on campus and hyped them up to join clubs and participate in activities. But they had to make the leap to apply, not me. As a Blue Gold Marching Band section leader, I taught every technique and musical detail possible for my trombone peers to have a good show, but they had to perform and put in the effort, not me. As a student event coordinator for the University Honors Program, I could pour over planning the best events for students, complete with prizes and socialization and food, but they had to show up and participate, not me. Throughout my various leadership roles, producing results and success was never really up to me. This may be disheartening to hear when we all want to make the lives of our students and our clients better. Ultimately, they could have a good day or not. The choice is theirs. So, instead of putting the responsibility of others on myself, I learned to reframe it. As a leader in a school or a business, it's not our job to force people to do things, but we can make their choice easier. The more resources I shared with prospective students, the easier it was for them to pick schools to apply for. The more tools I gave to those Blue Gold Marching Band members, the easier it was for them to perform. The more options I offered the honors students, the easier it was for them to participate in events. I will acknowledge these daily choices can be difficult decisions. I struggled to pay attention in class, especially the online ones. I struggled to make the choice to show up to office hours and organize my schedules. Although it's tough, I know we can all do it. We've already demonstrated our potential by choosing to meet our degree requirements and choosing to be here today. So, my challenge for you is this. Be the person who chooses to go to work outings and professional development opportunities. Be the person who chooses to connect with your clients and with your students. Be the person who wakes up every day and chooses to be their best. Keep choosing to be active in your learning, your relationships, your work, and help make that choice easier for others to make. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you all have a wonderful life after you leave here today. Or not, the choice is yours.
Thank you, Megan, for sharing your remarks with us this afternoon, and best of luck for you as well. Let's give her another round of applause. After commencement, Megan is excited to begin teaching with the eventual goal of working with students in kindergarten through second grade. Finally, thank you all for joining us today. Our ceremony concludes with a performance of the university's alma mater. It's sung by graduate Casey Hiltz of Ashland, Wisconsin. Today, Casey earned their Bachelor of Music Education degree in choral music and a certificate in adaptive music. Following commencement, Casey will begin working as a substitute teacher while seeking a permanent job teaching choir and music in the secondary setting around the Eau Claire area. You can find the alma mater in the very last page of your program. Please stand now for the alma mater and remain standing until the platform party leaves. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.
O school of Eau Claire, voices we raise, accept thou this anthem of the dying praise. We pledge to be faithful, stout-hearted and strong, and cherish thy memory as our lives are long. Give honor to thee and sing out thy name, O college of ours, we dearly acclaim. Instill thou within us a feeling of pride. We pray, alma mater, forever abide. Thank you.